Me? It's too cloudy tonight, so we can't see the stars. Friend. Oh, so that's why some nights don't have stars. She thought star visibility depended on Earth's rotation or something. Someone said the root word of infant was infinite, meaning infants possess infinite wisdom. A girl in my biology class was happy about scoring 40% on our first test. She confidently said she only needed 40% again to average 80%. A high school friend told me he didn't take the SAT because he thought it would be easier the second time. A friend sincerely believes NASA fabricates everything about space to convince people the Earth is round and to conceal hidden civilizations at the planet's edges. A man at the grocery store checkout line told me, "Why don't you go back to where you came from?" I replied, "I'm Native American. This is where I came from." A guy in a Discord server insisted that Pakistan was in Africa. When I explained it was in Asia, he called me racist and went on a rant. Someone told me that doing breathing exercises for 6 months would make my type 1 diabetes disappear when I checked my blood sugar afterward. After I left work to help my suicidal mother-in-law, my boss told me, "It's unfair to us when you leave like that because it leaves everyone hanging." Edit, thank you for your kind words. My mother-in-law is doing much better now, and I quit that job to pursue freelance work. Someone once exclaimed, "Wait, you're Asian? I thought you said you were Vietnamese." A person told me that 100 pounds of metal weighs more than 100 pounds of feathers. I bet this has happened to others, too. Edit, I probably should have used the metric system. Someone said the Golden Gate Bridge connects North America to Europe. Yeah, I don't even know where to start with that. My 40-year-old ex-boyfriend, a nuclear engineer, once said, "Tigers are just girl lions." Last month, a coworker asked me if donating blood every few months would eventually leave me with none left. He's 34 years old. Someone once claimed we don't need farmers since grocery stores exist. I live in a rural area. I'm a skydiver. A woman once asked me if the plane stops so we can jump out. Sure, it just parallel parks next to a 747. A man once said, "Isn't it incredible how dogs are born already knowing commands like sit and lie down?" He was completely serious. Someone told me they couldn't wait for Halloween to happen on a Friday the 13th. My former roommate pointed a laser thermometer at a pencil on our table indoors. The reading was 68 degrees. He declared, "This thermometer is broken." I asked why he thought that, and he said, "This is a pencil. It doesn't generate heat. It should say 0. I stared at him, trying to process what I'd just heard, and said, 0 degrees Fahrenheit would mean it's frozen, or way colder than frozen. 68 degrees is just the room's temperature. He was 26. His 2 adult brothers were in the room too, and I was the only one who understood why the thermometer was correct. While I was working tech support, someone asked, "How do I type the upside down I?" I had to explain, "Ma'am, that's an exclamation mark." My manager at Domino's Pizza once told me, "I'm never quitting smoking." My aunt was perfectly healthy until she stopped. Then she was diagnosed with stage 3 cancer. I didn't have the energy to explain to a man 3 decades older than me that she'd probably had cancer for a while, but didn't see a doctor until she experienced nicotine withdrawal. We finished our cigarettes and went back to making pizzas. I quit smoking and delivering pizzas not long after. Around 1 a.m., I was chatting with a cashier at a 24-hour Tesco. He said, I don't mind working nights because I'm a necrophile. I replied, do you mean nocturnal?